What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 1 of the ACL Experience, my new series where I'm going to be documenting my journey through my ACL reconstruction process, trying to show you guys and give you guys some insight on how things are going to unfold as time progresses. Hours leading up into the operation, a couple hours after the operation, and the subsequent PT sessions, the follow-up visits, and things you could expect along the journey. It's a 6 to 8 month recovery process. It can vary from the individual, but this is pretty much trying to give you guys some insight and show you guys what you can expect if you ever find yourself in this unfortunate circumstance, or maybe your dog, or maybe your bro, or your girl, or your sis, or whoever tears their ACL. This could kind of be used as a reference to give you guys some updates in real time, kind of give you guys an idea of when you can expect to be off your crutches or your brace, or when you can start working out with weights again. Now, it should be noted that everything is individual. Things that happen to me might not happen to you, or if maybe on 2 weeks I'm off crutches, that doesn't mean that you're going to be off in 2 weeks. I'm not a medical professional, I'm not licensed or anything. I'm just trying to give you guys my personal experiences through it. So don't be taking what I said, going to your daddy or going to your surgeon saying, Matty V said this, Matty V said that he promised this, because I'm not making any promises, unfortunately. I'm just here to tell you guys what's good. Without further ado, I'm gonna kind of give you guys a little bit about what happened to me. I tore my right ACL and meniscus 4 years ago wrestling in high school. Had this full in a collar tie, step one way, knee went the other way, and sure enough, I tore my ACL and meniscus. Now, this last time I was doing an obstacle course for the police department. Obviously it didn't work out. That's why I'm making this video, because I tore my ACL. Jumped over the 6-foot wall, no problem. But when I landed, something happened with my leg and it just collapsed on me. If you've torn your ACL, you're very familiar with the feeling. It's strange, your femur or your thigh bone just kind of glides over your tibia, your shin bone. Instant pain, there's a swelling, your knee gets fat as hell. So pretty much that's what happened to me. I knew what was going on. So after that happened, you go see the doctor, you get your referral for the MRI, you get your results, you go back to the orthopedic surgeon, you kind of discuss a plan of action. And on a side note, this is where you as the patient need to do your research. It's imperative that you know what you're getting yourself into and that you're aware of the different options out there for you, the different grafts. Now, the doctor obviously is a professional, they know what they're talking about, but you should also have some sort of knowledge on what you're going to be going through. At the end of the day, you will be going under the knife. You want to make sure that this is the best possible option for yourself. So for example, I was doing research on the different grafts. I did have the hamstring autograft on my right leg 4 years ago. I haven't had any issues with it. The only consequence I did have with that graft of choice is that I am unable to contract my leg past 90 degrees. So to give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about, like if I was just to stand with a flat base and contract my right leg, it will not go past, it's a give or take about 90 degrees. No matter how hard I try and contract it, it will not go up. Now, if I wanted to use momentum and start kipping my leg or start flaying or humping the air, I could get it up there. But as you could tell, or you might not be able to tell, I do have this it's like an exaggerated lordosis curve in my back if I wanted to get my calf past 90. Now, to give you guys a point of reference, my other leg, which was the healthy leg up until about a month ago, if I wanted to contract this leg, I am able to get it past 90. Practically, it's healthy. I was able to get the mobility back going into the surgery. That's the only consequence I've had with the hamstring autograft. Now, other than that, it's not detrimental to any other lifestyle. The only thing that it does affect for you gym goers out there is that your right hamstring will never, or in my personal experience, it's never been able to get to the same level of size and strength as my left hamstring. No matter how much isolation work, unilateral work, nothing that you do or that I've done was able to get it back to strength as my healthy leg. Other than that though, you still are able to, squat, lunge, run, jog, swim, do whatever you want. But as a result of the surgery and any other surgery with your ACL, you will exhibit some pain during the cold seasons. You do have 2 titanium screws in your femur when they did screw in the new ACL. So when it's cold, you will feel an aching pain in your leg. It is uncomfortable, it's bearable, you can still work, you can still go to school and do whatever you want, but it is uncomfortable at times. With the approach that the surgeon and myself are going with this time, we are going to use a patellar autograft. For those of you guys that don't know, it is the top portion, or it's a part of your kneecap, the center 1/3 sliver of your patellar tendon and a piece of your tibia or your shin bone. You could find the procedure online on Google or YouTube. It's pretty gnarly, but that's pretty much the idea. Now, he gave me a couple of reasons why we're going to go with the patellar autograft. He did say it is one of the stronger grafts, has a less likelihood of tearing. It's very common for athletes and folks that are very active in a young age, like myself. So we are going with that one. Now, the only downside that you should be aware of is that there is an increased likelihood of patellar tendonitis and some discomfort when you're kneeling down or things like that. So that's something as you as a patient should be aware of. You should be very familiar with what you're going to get yourself into. Now, you can also look on Reddit, and you could also find out people talk about that they've been able to manage the pain, that there's different techniques you can use. That's pretty much it for episode 1. I'm going to try and keep it short, but that's pretty much the idea. I'm going to be documenting this process for you guys so you guys can follow along if you ever find yourself with a torn ACL, not knowing what to expect. Tomorrow I might make a video on the different prehab exercises I've been doing to regain strength and mobility, because that's definitely important going into the operation itself. But anyways, thanks for watching. If you guys like the video, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe on the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.